All right. So I have a famous seed mixture. We have it on our website. I think we called it seed cereal. Is that right, Bree?
Mm-hmm.
We
the
called
Echo Ridge
seed cereal or whatever. Okay. So I'm going to show you I've expanded on it. I also have an Echo Ridge coffee powder, and I used to put this in my seed mixture, but I don't now. I keep it separate because in that way you can use the seeds for different things, and you can, decide how much spices you want in it. So, why do we want to have seeds? Seeds are really, really good to feed our gut. They're very, very good as a prebiotic, and we get lots and lots of nutrition around these seeds. So we're going to put it on our blog post. We're going to make sure that every seed we talk about, you know the benefits of all those seeds. We have it written down, so we're going to make sure that you understand. But I'm going to talk about some of the seeds, and I think I have everything. I'm almost finished with this seeds. I'm going to pour these out. But I made some mistakes in the flavor of these seeds because I put every single thing I could think of in there that were seeds, and there were a couple that didn't taste so good. So I was able to eat them, but the next time I was like, I'm going to do it a little differently. So I have these funnels, so I can put that one in there. And that way, all right. And one thing I do sometimes with this seed mixture is I give it away. I give it to folks as gifts. So it works out really well, a nice little gift to give somebody. And I've had lots of people say they love it, and so you can do different things with it. I put it in my yogurt almost every day. So basically I mix them all up. I think probably the best way for me to do it right now is put it in a big bowl. So I'm going to get a big giant bowl out right here. And I didn't do it this way last time. I don't remember what I did. But I want to show each one. So this is golden flax seeds. And I do not put this in my seed mix. I put it separately because this has to be ground up. So this one, I already have plenty of this left, so I'm going to put this one back. There's some little black seeds in there that also need to be ground up. And I think it's either the black cumin or the black sesame seeds. I might have to look at that up. These are black sesame, unhulled. I think it was the black sesame. Oh, I don't remember. Actually, I think that's the black cumin. So that's the black cumin, and it needs to be ground, because if you don't, they stick in your teeth. They're kind of hard. I don't think we digest them all that well, and the flavor is a little bit more on the bitter side. So,
do we know what the benefit is to the black cumin seed?
Yes, there are benefits to every one of these, and I don't have it on the top of my head. So, I am going to pause this because I want to make sure I'm telling you the correct thing about which seeds that went in here that have to get ground. So, like I said, the flax seed, this has these little black things in the flax seed are the black cumin seed because they need to be ground. So I grind these together, and I put these in the day that I use it because they can go rancid a little bit more quickly. So I just wanted y'all to be aware that's the black cumin seed. Now, I had some seeds in there that were too strong, the flavor. There was another seed that I was going to add that I bought, fenugreek. And I think it's probably got a strong flavor, but it needs to be ground as well. But I did not put this in my yogurt because I didn't want that strong flavor. I'm not exactly sure where to use this or how to use it, so I need to try to learn to use this because I have a whole bag of it. So I did not put these seeds in anything because of the strength of the flavor. Do you know how to use fenugreek?
I know that it's used in Indian cooking
Yes.
and cuisine, and that also if you make a tea, if you're a nursing mother, it increases your milk production.
Yes. Okay.
But if you drink enough of it to impact your milk, you'll smell like maple syrup.
Oh, wow. Your body will?
Yeah.
Interesting. Smelling like maple syrup. Oh, okay. And then the organic cumin seeds have a strong flavor. And this is the one I'm taking out this time for sure. So, because there was something in there. Yes, this was super strong. It is not sweet. It's, it was just a little strong. I love cumin, but this is not going to go in my seed mix this time. So I'm taking that one out. This one I'm using, I just have to grind it. So I have it to mix in here. All right, so what does that leave? I like fennel. Now, it does have somewhat of a strong flavor, but it's a little bit of a licorice flavor. And some people might not like that. But it's not horribly strong. It's just has a licorice flavor, and I love that flavor. I've always liked licorice, and so it's like black licorice. So fennel has that, so I don't mind using it. So just be aware, if you don't like fennel, you can take that one out and not use it. And so the rest of these all mix well together. So I have hemp hearts. These are already shelled hemp heart seeds. This one, along with chia, thicken it, help you get when you mix it in liquid. So this is, I put that in this bowl. I'm going to finish this up so I can get rid of that. And then I put plenty of chia. And I mix these probably 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 pretty much. So I'll put the rest of this bag in, which is chia. And I think at some point I did have more chia and hemp than I had the rest. Then the coriander you can put in. I'm not going to put all of this, but this does not have to be ground. So this can go in. So
coriander has a strong flavor too.
Does
Because
it?
it's what grows into cilantro.
Oh, but it smells so good.
It's the seed of the cilantro.
Yeah, I had it in there. I'm not going to put all of this. I'm just going to shake some in. Okay. I know I already had it in there, so I'm going to keep putting it. I'm going to put it in again. Then this is one that I really like, organic basil seeds. So Zen basil is what I use, and this one I put in there. And they're black, a dark seed. If I can get the thing open. So I'm going to put the whole, so these are real black little seed. And I'm going to go ahead and put all of that in. When I mix all these up, hopefully these will taste good. If they don't, I said black sesame was good, didn't I? Yeah. We haven't put, and then the sunflower seeds, the fennel, I haven't put in yet. So I kind of just eyeball it. This is going to be, these are dark too. So I'm just going to put some of those. Yeah, they don't have a strong smell. And I'm just shaking them in. You can kind of add as much or as little as you want. Like I said, the fennel I think are good. And I put this, you can actually soak these and make a seed cereal. Just, I soak them in different types of nut milk. So I have, this is a type of almond milk. This one does not have all these extra things in it, preservatives and different.
Guar gum.
Yes, this does not. Califia is how I say it, but anyway, this is a brand that doesn't, and I've tried a couple of brands that don't, and they've done really well, and it just has almonds, water, and sea salt. So, and then you can make just a cereal, and I'm probably going to take this when I go hiking, take this with me, and add, I won't be able to take my almond milk, but I do have a heavy cream powder that'll be really light. I can put that in it and then add water when I'm on the trip. So Another thing that's really good for our gut is psyllium husk. Psyllium seed, not husk. So these are really good. So I'm going to sprinkle a bunch of these in. And I might have had a recipe that I used on there, but we're going to eyeball it right now. And I think the last one that I haven't done yet are the sunflower seeds. Oh, and I have pumpkin seeds. And these you can put in whole. You don't have to grind them. They're usually better if you're going to do whole seeds to leave them whole, because then they don't go rancid. So I will put some of these in. And these are actually organic, shelled, and raw. So they're not roasted and salted in oil. You don't want anything roasted and salted in oil. And then these pumpkin seeds, I actually do these as well for my dog, because these are good for their skin. They're very good for the dogs as well as us. And so I have a dog who itches a lot. Now, I'm probably not going to put a whole pack of these in. I am just going to put these. And oftentimes, we snack on these just to snack on. And they all have, some of these seeds have things like magnesium. They have iron. They have healthy fats. Lots of things that are, I don't think I should put, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I won't open that new one. So all I do is mix these up, and then scoop them and put them in this jar. So I might have made more than I have for the jar. I'm not sure, but that's okay. I'll put it in another jar. So basically, oh, I smell it. I smell the fennel, which I really like.
I can smell it from over here.
Yep. So I will try this mixture. It wasn't quite 1-to-1 because there were a couple things I didn't put, quite as much of. But these seed mixes can be super good for our gut and for our good gut bacteria to help feed them really good stuff with tons of nutrition. So we will have a whole list of what's so good about it. And then I'm gonna, hopefully this isn't too big. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna put it in here, and then I shake it every day out into my yogurt. And like I said, I'm probably gonna try to take some with me on the trail. And I'm gonna practice with it before I go hiking in August. I'm gonna go to my daughter's, and we will practice and see how these things work for breakfast. So yeah, that's going to be a little more than a half gallon.
So we can put it in yogurt. You can add nut milk to it to make a cereal if you soak it. What else could you do with it? Could you grind it all and add it to smoothies?
You can,
okay.
Absolutely.
We hear Zoe snoring away in the background. She had her delicious lunch with her healthy fats, and now she's snoozing.
And like I said, oftentimes I'll put it in a jar and give it to people as a gift. Take them as a little housewarming something or whatever when I go visit people. So I share some of the goodness that I have. All right, that's going to be there.
About how long will that keep, Dr. Koe?
So because I didn't grind anything in here, it should keep for weeks and weeks. It takes me, when did I make the last jars? I've had it all winter. I probably made it, I don't know, in September or October, maybe. So it's taken 6 months, at least about 6 months to use, maybe a little bit longer. So I just keep that in my cupboard here, and I have a little bit left, so I'll put that in another jar. How much is that? That's going to be one of those jars. I think I have this jar. It should fit. So, all right. And we don't have to watch me do all this, to finish it up. Unless you have a question. Can you think of anything?
No, I think that's probably it.
Okay.